So it's 2021, and as hard as it is to believe, there are still a lot of golfers out there who are buying all of their golf equipment off the rack, meaning they walk into a pro shop or a specialty store, and they basically walk out a couple minutes later with some shiny new clubs, hoping that they're going to fit their game really well. Now, connected golfers don't do that, and thankfully there are a lot of tools and services that help them make smart purchasing decisions, things like shot tracking systems that follow every shot you hit on the golf course, as well as integrated ranges that have launch monitors on them, make it much, much easier to make sure that the right equipment is getting into your bag. So my goal for 2021 is to get back to being a single-digit handicap, but unfortunately my Arco system right now is showing me I'm playing to about a 12.9. Now I putt, from a strokes gain perspective, a little bit better than a typical 10 handicap player, and I'm not losing all that much on the driver, but my approach game is abysmal right now. I'm losing 2.8 shots to a typical 10 handicap golfer with my approach game. And so I'm here at Chris Cody's golf shop in Portland, Connecticut to make sure that the irons that are in my bag are going to help me get the job done. And I can show this type of information to my fitter. Kyle, my man, how you doing, buddy?
Welcome to meet you.
Good to see you. So my Arco system is telling me that I might want to consider looking into a new set of irons. Let me show you what I'm seeing.
Cool.
So as you can sort of see, I'm looking, as you know, to try and get to be a single-digit handicap this season. And compared to a 10 handicap, I'm losing 2.8 shots on approaches, which is not good.
No.
That's not where we want to be.
We got to improve that.
We got to improve that. Specifically, I can see that I'm losing those shots, as you know, from inside of basically a range that's going to be 100 to 150 yards. 1.7 of those 2.8 shots, we've got to try and improve on that. So I want to go through an iron fitting with you to make sure that what I've got in my bag is going to help me out. Now, you've got a TrackMan launch monitor here. Explain to me, what does TrackMan do and how is it going to help a custom fitter get their customers into better sticks?
TrackMan is great because it gives us two angles. We've got ball data and club data to figure out exactly what's going on, and we can really fine tune for each player what they need.
So it's basically a radar system that's going to be looking at everything?
A dual radar, yeah, it's got two, one for the club, one for the golf ball.
And this is what we see out on the PGA Tour. You
Same
see
thing.
guys with these orange boxes
Same
all over
thing.
the place. Okay, cool. So how do we go about this? What are we going to do?
Let's get you started. We'll get you warmed up and then we'll take a look at some numbers.
Awesome. All right, Kyle, tell me there's some good news in here. What do we see?
All right, so there is good news. We did have some good shots in there. We just got to get you a little more consistent. We got to eliminate some of those bad shots. The ball speed's jumping around all over the place. We need to really try to get that in a nice tight window so we're getting some consistent distance.
And that's something that TrackMan launch monitors can tell you. This machine
Yes.
is able to track all these different
we're
numbers.
tracking our ball speed here and it's been fluctuating up and down. It just means we're off center. So the goal is we're going to try to get you on center on the club face a little bit more frequently.
Cool, let's do it.
All right, cool. So we're going to switch you up here. This is a little bit heavier shaft. We're going to go a hair longer. Just try to get you some more control. We're looking for a little bit more weight. Try to get your club face squared up a little bit more consistently.
Great. That's what we've been looking for.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good. It feels very comfortable. It feels very smooth. I like it. Is there another iron that I might be able to try in terms of the head? Because now that we've made a change in the shaft, that seems to have made a difference. Maybe since I'm looking for a little bit more feel, I'm really kind of looking for a little bit more accuracy. Is there something else that I might be able to try where I'm not going to lose a lot of the distance, but I can get a little more accuracy?
Absolutely. Let's switch you up.
Cool.
Let's try some with that. It's nice and high, but it's getting out there. Distance is great. That's exactly what we're looking for.
What are some of the numbers that you're really critical of, that you're looking for in a fitting? What are some of the most important numbers for you?
The big one for me with irons is consistent ball speed, because that means we're going to be able to control our distance a little bit better. We don't want to see the ball speed jumping all over the place. Spin rate and descent angle are a big one. We want to make sure we're coming in steep enough that we're going to be able to stop the ball relatively close to where it lands. Excellent.
That one felt great.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds like you're making a lot better contact with it.
Perfect.
I like that.
If I'm looking for more accuracy, especially on those short irons, because that's what my shot tracking system told me, do the numbers from TrackMan sort of tell you that I might be able to get that from this?
Yes, yes, absolutely. This one is giving you, like we talked about, a little more consistent ball speed. And I feel like with you coming up, you were a little short on those 100 to 150 shots.
Yep.
A little off center hit, you're going to lose a little bit more. This one's maintaining ball speed across the club face, which we want for you. It's going to give you more control, consistent distance.
Awesome. So as I work with my instructor and refine my technique and hopefully use a little bit better judgment maybe sometimes on the golf course
Yes.
to get the right club in my hand, this one's going to deliver for me, and it's going to have that combination that I'm looking for of feel, so that I've got a little bit of precision, but also some forgiveness built in.
Correct.
So if I don't hit it just right, it's going to help me. That sounds
Exactly.
like a good thing.
Excellent.
Cool. Thanks, Kyle. So as you can see, for connected golfers, there are technologies and services out there that are going to really help you evaluate your game. And when you work with a good teaching professional, you're going to hopefully be able to refine your technique and get better in terms of skills. But when it comes time to getting new equipment in your bag, products and services like a good custom fitter who's going to be using a TrackMan launch monitor, other good launch monitors, something that's going to give them feedback. It'll allow you to more easily get the best equipment to match your game, your swing, into your bag. That's going to help you lower your scores and have a lot more fun on the golf course.